Hey, what up, Special Ops? I want to show you this mod that I did to my upcast here. I took the old beaver tail that I had for it because I wasn't using it. I don't know what beaver tails are for. I think they're kind of pointless, so if someone wants to explain to me what a beaver tail is for, that'd be much appreciated. It's not going to do me any good now because it's modded and it's not going to fit for its original purpose because it has a gigantic hole in it. But what I did was I took my beaver tail, I drilled 3 holes in it. Well, I drilled 2 holes and then increased the hole that you would to screw it into the body of the gun. And then I turned it into a Hitman mod. It didn't quite come out as nice as I would have liked because I couldn't find the right drill bit size for the pump guide here. So I had to drill multiple holes, so that looks a bit shady. And the hole for where the pump rod goes through, it's really thin at the top, and it's probably going to break through some abuse and use. So I do have one screw that I drilled into the pump handle. I don't know if you can see this because of the light. Here, let me get more. I still don't know if you can see it or not, but I do have a screw there that's carrying it in. I don't think it'll be enough if the hole for the pump rod should break. But what I plan on doing is I plan on getting some washers, gluing them to the beaver tail, and the washers will be able to fit around this pump guide. Fit around the pump guide, and then it'll be a snug fit, more snug fit on the pump guide. It'll clean up the holes there on the back and make it look a bit nicer. And then it'll also, in case that breaks, it'll also give it something to hold on to so it's not wobbling all over the place. What I'm going to do here now is I'm just going to try and show you how this works a little bit. It's Hitman mod, so I guess a lot of you know how it works, but I just want to show you how this thing shoots. Bear with me with the camera on the piano. Alright. Now, my Hitman mod does not add any wobble or give to the pump handle that wasn't already there. Mine has a fair bit because I only have 1 pump rod going to the back block. I do not have 2, as you can see. So the only thing that this originally came on was the pump guide and the pump rod, so it had a fair amount of twist. Otherwise, the pump stroke on this is really nice. I actually did time this correctly. So when you're going, how do you time a sniper? How do you time a sniper? Well, there's no point in time a sniper. Well, yeah, there is if you, because the bolt should be clear of the breech or the feed neck when it cocks. So if you do that, you get a really nice and smooth pump stroke. Otherwise, you have to extend it all the way back, and it just becomes a really ugly mess of long pump stroke. It's so smooth and light, sometimes I don't even know I pumped it. But yeah, so as you can see, it grips really nice, it feels really good in the hands. I wasn't too sure how I'd like a Hitman mod. I just got really bored today because it's the first day of spring break. So I saw this laying here and I'm like, I'm going to make a Hitman mod. I actually like it really quite a lot. I might change this out with a store-bought one once I can get some more money down the line. Obviously I need to play a lot more first, and I also need to get some better field gear. And I also want to make this thing run 12 grand, so if I want to do that, I'm going to have to buy a valve for it and a bucket changer. So on my list of mods and upgrades to this thing, this is probably the last one, which is why I made just a homemade Hitman mod. You know, this thing cost me $0. And it works fine, so I'm not going to bother replacing it until more important stuff has been bought and replaced, and more importantly that I've played the game a bunch more, which hopefully will happen if I do get a job. I'm waiting for a call from GameStop, so hopefully that'll come in the next week or so, and I'll get a job and start making some more money, and I can start playing paintball more. So yeah, this is my Hitman mod. Just need an old Autococker Outcast beaver tail, a drill, some screws, and a little bit of time on your hands, and it works great. So go home, try this mod. And if someone wants to explain to me what the original purpose of the beaver tail was, please, that'd be much appreciated. I don't know, I just think they're kind of stupid. Like, why even have the hole here that just lets dirt and paint and whatever get into the internals of your gun? I don't know why they just didn't make this sealed off and have no need for a beaver tail. I don't know if someone wants to explain that to me, please do. And also, just quick, I made this a long time ago. This is my stick feed. Holds 15 rounds, barely. I only keep 10 in it though, because I only have 10 round tubes, so there's no point in me filling a tube and a half. That's just useless on the field to me, because then that takes twice as long to reload and just more of a mess counting in my head. But yeah, it works rather nice. The only problem I have is I don't have a speed gate on here, and I don't have my caps are not the speed caps, so I have to, with one hand, hold the marker. Second, pull up the 10 round tube, pop off the cap, keep that in my hand, pull off this, and then load the paint. That can be a bit cumbersome. I played speedball with this thing though, and I didn't have too much trouble, but hopefully I can figure out how to get a speed cap or make this a fasting loading stick feed, because right now it takes a while, but it works, and it works really nice. So I will see you all later. Bye.